We're gonna go ahead, get started, just our normal, tap our toes. So today, we have 3 rounds, or 3 groups of exercises. The first round is all cardio. We do it once. All right, out and in. The next 2 rounds, one of them is legs, and one of them is lower body, so push-ups, planks, things like that. The plan is to do that one twice. Heels up, lift. So remember, we're going for about a minute each exercise, so low impact if you need to. We got a lot of legs today, so heels to the front. We're just going to bicep curl. Start with open palms, spread those fingers. Then we're going to start to add in a loose fist. So open and close. Good. 8, 7. Good. 4 more. 3, 2. All right, tapping it side to side. We're just going to chicken flap. So arms can be short, so bent, or they can be straight, whatever feels best. We're just warming up. All right, toes to the back. We're going to press. So our tricep presses, shoulders away from the ears, elbows are pointing a little bit back. 4, 3, 2. All right, knees up in front. We're just gonna reach and pull, nice and tall. So we're trying to get our hands to our thighs, but our thighs have to meet at halfway. 4, 3, penguins, lift. Lift. You can add a wash the table or a wash the high counter. 4, 3, 2. All right, hamstring curls, right, left, squeezing the shoulder blades together. So a smaller movement, focusing on squeezing back. All right, feet hip width apart. We're gonna squat it down and up. Just start with a mini squat. Focus on the hinge. 4, 3, 2, 1 squat, 1 forward step. Down, up, reach. Down, up, reach. 1 more. All right, just forward step and reach. Reach and pull. Let's add that little bit of a turn, reaching across the body. Good. 4, 3, 2, backward step, open and close at the chest. So we want to keep our belly button pulled in a little. Shoulders stay over our hips. So we don't want to lean back. And we don't want to do a big turn. We can. 3, 2. All right, back to our squats. We're gonna reach down and up. So just warming up. Arms can go straight overhead. They can go out to a Y. 2. All right, side step and reach. Reach, center. So hips, knees, and toes, stay pointing forwards, little stretch. 2, jog it out right here. Nice easy jog, high knee march, also an option. 8, 7, good. 4, 3, jumping jacks right here, out and in, low impact or high. Good. 4, 3, 2. All right, heel jog. So option 1 is here. Option 2 is our hamstring curls. 4, 3, 2. All right, skaters, side, side, side step, a little tap behind. 4, 3, 2. All right, good. Let's march it out. Grab a drink of water. Just making sure everybody can get in. Most of my regulars are here. Okay, just a couple that I don't see. So, first round is all cardio. We've got 5 exercises, so 5 minutes. And we're just gonna switch out the exercise every minute. So, first exercise we're gonna do is we're gonna jog in 3, 2, and 1. Good, so we're gonna jog. Now you can do high knee marching, always an option, or just our good jog. So we have a minute. You want to make circles around your living room? Go right ahead. You want to do near and far, or even some side to sides, just so it's a little bit less boring. Personally, I'm thinking I really should have opened the window today because it's a little toasty up here. So I'll have to put that on my list. Open a window. So nice, good marching. You're over halfway. Next exercise is going to be jumping rope. So as I said, this one is all cardio. This one's all cardio. So it's just 5 minutes. We're just extending out that warm up a little bit. And then we start getting into some strength training. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Short 10-second rest. And then we're gonna jump rope. So jump rope can actually be bouncing. It can be hip shimmy, side to side. It can be marching. Here we go. But I do want those arms moving. So we want to imagine we've got that rope and we're actually jumping. If you want to, you can do side steps. You can do marches. You can do heel kicks if you want to keep it low impact. I'm doing little hip shifts, side to side. So it's just keeping it going. If you can actually jump rope, awesome. Otherwise, keep it low impact. But we have soft knees, soft ankles. Good, you're over halfway. You got about 20 seconds to go. Next exercise is going to be jumping jacks. So it's just extending out our warm-up, getting that heart rate and breathing up, getting the cardio kind of out of the way before we start doing some good strength work. 3, 2, 1. Good. Short rest. A little bit of a break. Then we're going to do our jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1. Good. Low impact jumping jacks is our first option. Second option is full impact. Third option is to just do some side tapping and then do a couple of regular jumping jacks. It's a good way to start to progress without overstressing your body. Good, we're halfway. Then we've got 2 more cardio exercises before we bop on over into the strength. 20 seconds to go. The arms start getting tired. Alternate. This is also a good brain game. Or keep them low. 10 seconds to go. Then we have our rest. Then we're going to do some heel jogs. 3, 2, 1. Good. Keep those feet moving. Next one is either a heel jog or a hamstring curl. All right, time is on right here. So option 1, low impact. Nice, good hamstring curl. Yes? So good arm reach. The bigger you make the movement, the higher your heart rate is going to get. Option 2 is a heel jog. So you're trying to kick yourself in the tush as we do our jog. You can combine the two. You can start out doing a good jog and then bring it down to hamstring curls. And then you have the option of bringing it back up and taking it back down again. But whatever we pick, we just try to keep going for the whole minute. 20 seconds to go. Squat jacks are going to be our last cardio exercise. Good, 10 more seconds. This is just like a really fast walk. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, so option 1, squat jacks, down and up. Option 2, we add the side stepping. Time is on. So right here, option 3 is to actually jump. You decide, but side stepping with those arms up. If you do Strong Nation with me, we do these a lot in that new quadrant. So down and up. Now make sure we're not just tapping our toes out and doing a lean. It's a good squat. Good, you're halfway through. Always have the option to add in some hopping. Or just mix it up as your last cardio. And then we get some strength going. Good, down and up. Whatever works. 10 seconds, finish strong. And then we've got a break. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Awesome job, you guys. March it out, walk it around. Grab a drink. Okay, so we're gonna start getting into strength now. So same thing, a minute. 5 exercises. So we're taking a minute, catching our breath, because I want you to have that energy to go to the next round. This workout is designed to be body weight. If you want to add weights, great. If you don't, that's okay too. All right, so bringing it to the center, we're just gonna start with squats, all right? So 3, 2, 1, your time is on. So squats, chair stands are also an option. So I'm doing body weight. We are gonna do this twice. So I'm gonna consider adding a weight the second round. But for now, we just focus on really good squats. So remember, this is more of a deadlift, which that works, but that's not how we want to sit down. We want to sit our backsides back into the chair. Depending on your hips, a wider stance with your toes turned out slightly may feel better. Just make sure that wherever your toes are pointing, your knees are as well. So we don't want to do these where we feel like we're lifting the outside edge of our foot. So I have that circle band around my thighs, in my head, and I press my knees out slightly. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Sumo squat with a leg lift. So wide stance, toes out, squat, butt lift a little diagonally back. Here we go. Down, lift, down and lift. So we're focusing. We're not going straight back, although that works too. A little bit of a diagonal. So we're shifting our weight from one hip to the other, or from one leg to the other. If your legs are done with squats, your knees aren't digging it, you can do mini squats and just do a good glute squeeze. So that's also an option. So we're just squeezing the cheeks. And again, we don't want to go out to the side for this one. We want to get the side and back of your glutes. So down, lift. After this, we have lunges, one side only. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, next exercise, lunge, right side only. Forward lunge, reverse lunge, or in place. So time is on. So in place, right here. Here's an option. down and up. Option 2 is to take that left leg back and step back and forth into that lunge. Option 3 is a forward lunge. So right leg steps forwards. If your knees are kind of sketchy or lunges don't feel good when you do forward stepping, do back stepping, or stay in place. Remember, knees are staying about over your shoelaces, and we want to push through that heel to stand up. Sometimes we push through our toe. Really try to push through that heel instead. Good, 10 more seconds and we're gonna switch sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Short rest. Now we're gonna do the other leg. So in place, your foot is forward, time is on. So in place, here's an option. Hand can be on a table, it can be on a chair, it can be holding onto the wall. But notice I'm not dropping and then pushing my knee forwards. I'm going straight down like a carousel horse. Yes? Good. Next option, as always, is to take that backward step. That tends to help us get back into a better position. Good. And then our third option are those forward lunges. So that can be a focus for you since we don't have any weights. Most of us don't anyway. Good forward step, focus on your form. So we drop down, but then we push ourselves back up using that front leg. 7 seconds and we're gonna go to curtsies. 3, 2, and 1. Good. So we're gonna do our curtsies. So curtsy, center, curtsy, center. We're gonna alternate 2 and 1. Good. So curtsy, other side. Option, curtsy, squat, curtsy, squat. Option 3 is to hold it down. Hold it down. Right? So you pick down and up, or in the middle, add that squat. You're halfway, and then we've got a break. So even with our curtsies, make sure we're not turning our bodies. We want to get a nice, good cross, but our hips, knees, and toes are still forwards. Good, 10 more seconds, and we're gonna go to our next circuit. Give our legs a break. We're gonna focus on abs and a little bit of chest. Good, shake it out. All right, grab a drink. All right, so the next round, most of the exercises, you can do them on the floor if you feel okay. If you don't, I'm gonna do this round up. I'm gonna use a chair, I'm gonna use the wall, and I'm gonna show you how to do it up. Second round, I'm gonna go down to the floor. Well, I usually don't do a lot of up and down with you. So, first exercise, push-ups. Wall, table, chair, floor. If you have a band and you want to use it, put it behind you and do your chest presses. If you're going to the floor, you can do chest presses with your weights. I'm going to come over here to the sky that's going to hold me up. We have 1 minute of push-ups. 3, 2, and 1. Good. So we have a minute of push-ups. So our shoulders are away from our ears. Our elbows are lower than our shoulders, so we don't want to have our elbows sticking out to the side like this. This is what hurts our shoulders. Take it down at an angle, right? Or even super close to our bodies. Shoulders away from the ears, belly buttons in. Now you can always bring your shoulders in and your torso or your arms very close to your torso and get more of a tricep push-up. You decide. I'm gonna turn. I think I can use the back wall. Maybe not. I'm moving the sky today, everybody. Good, so nice, good push-ups, no matter what position you're in. So belly's in. Good, we have 5 more seconds and we're gonna go to crunches. 2 and 1, good. Crunches, if you're gonna stay standing, exhale, yes, that is an option. Time is on, we've got a minute. Next option is we're gonna use our chair. You decide what you wanna use today. I'm just giving you an option. If you are on the floor, we all know our crunches, right? We can be sitting on our backsides doing this for our crunches. We can be on the floor reaching for the sky. This is just an option for people that don't like going up and down off of the floor in the middle of a workout. Like I said, I don't usually do this with you very often, so I want you to have an option. Good, we've got about 20 more seconds, and then we're gonna do our reverse crunches. Always an option for those as well. Good, 10 more seconds. So nice and tall, shoulders away from the ears. If you're sitting, feet are flat on the floor and they stay there. And 1. Reverse crunches, if you are sitting, you lean back, you lift and you take it back down again. Yes? If you are standing, you're gonna do a mummy. Yes? So your time is on. So our mummies, a little exhale like somebody just socked you in the gut. Yeah? Good mummies. They don't have to get very high. That's not the point. We just want to exhale and think about tucking our pelvis a little bit. You can add an arm reach if you'd like, but we want to try to make it a tummy and less a hip flexor. So I really exhale like somebody just smacked me in the stomach. And notice my legs aren't getting very high. Again, you can do the chair and tuck. If you're on the floor, it's kind of the same thing where you're on your back and you just do a little pelvic tuck. Good, you have about 10 more seconds and we're gonna go to planks. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, planks, wall, table, chair, you name it. I'm gonna go to a chair. A wall is also an option. 3, 2, 1. Good, and we're going for a minute. Now this is kind of a long time to hold a plank. Don't feel you have to hold on the whole minute. If you hold for a really, really good 10 to 15 seconds and you need to take a rest, just kind of push back into a little down dog or a little child's pose for a moment. Give yourself a break and then come back into that plank. Whatever position you're in, your shoulders should be down away from your ears. Sometimes when we're on a table and we're ready to progress, we wind up pushing, trying to get our legs lower, our butts lower, and then our shoulders aren't over our wrists anymore. We want to keep them right over those wrists. Good, we've got 10 more seconds. And then we're gonna do a side plank, but we're gonna do 30 seconds right, 30 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, good. Pick your position for side plank. Again, I'm gonna stay on my chair. I'll let you know when it's about halfway and you can switch over. 2 and 1, good. So just a nice good side plank. This is me on my chair. My shoulder is in line with my wrist. You can be on your knees. You can have one knee and one straight leg, or all straight. We're just gonna go for 30 seconds. So nice, good position for you. Good hips, so straight line. 3, 2, 1, good. You have 10 seconds to switch sides. I'm gonna turn so I can see everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, here's your 30 seconds. So some of you may hear the beep. Ignore the beep because we've got 20 seconds left of our minute, and then I'm going to use the 10 seconds rest to finish our 30 seconds. Good. Keep going. Less than 10 seconds to go. And then we're going to go back to our legs. 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it up. Walk it around. Keep those feet moving. All right. So grab a drink. If you're on the floor, take a minute before you come up to standing. Make sure the blood's going where it's supposed to. We've got round 2 of legs. Round 2 of legs. This time, I'm going to grab a weight. You don't have to. This can absolutely be a body weight workout for you today, especially if you're somebody that does the strength classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. This can be cardio. This can be full-blown cardio for you. So I'm choosing a weight. It's optional. So back to our squats in 3, 2, and 1. Good. 1 minute of squats. I'm just going to grab a weight because I want to. You can hold it wherever you'd like. You can hold it at your chest. You can hold it down between your feet. I'm doing what's called the racked position. So it's up. I'm going to switch sides halfway. Your call. This can just be a slow, steady, lower body workout, and we're good to go. Good. We're halfway through. So if you've got it racked like me with one weight, we're going to switch. So nice and tall. I'm just adding a little extra resistance today. So nice and steady. How's everybody doing? Everybody feeling okay? You got some thumbs up? Okay, I got some tired thumbs up. Not a bad thing. Good. 5 more seconds and we're going to go to our squat and a leg lift. Good. If you've got a weight, I'm setting mine down. I don't really need it for this one. We're going to do a squat and a leg lift. So I do wider stance. Here we go. Squat, lift. You can keep it as a mini squat. So we do have a lot of squats today. If you want to focus on the glutes, itty bitty squat. Itty bitty squat. It's just that little transition. But we want to try to keep a wide stance. So think like the sumo wrestlers. They get down in their stance, yes? Their legs are wide. So just a nice good squeeze. You're over halfway. And then we're going to switch to our lunges. So center it up. Good glutes. 15 seconds to go. And then we're going to go to lunges. One side only. 10 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Grab a weight if you want it. You can even grab 2. I like doing one side just because it gives me a little extra. Good, here we go. So my core has to focus, especially since the weight I'm using is heavier. So it wants to pull my body, and my body wants to rotate. So I'm doing anti-flexion and extension. So I'm trying to keep my core nice and tight, and especially on this side, trying not to let my body drop. Good, you're halfway. Nice and steady. I just picked this one because I'm like, hey, don't have to use weights. Good, 12 seconds to go. This is also good if you're using weights. This is good for your grip. Good, all right, short rest, and we're gonna switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So a nice good lunge. And again, it can be that forward lunge like I'm doing. It can be a reverse, a step back, or an in place. So do what feels the best for your knees. And again, it can be a little lunge, and you're good to go. But that front foot You push through your heel. You push through that heel to stand up tall. Good, halfway. I'm definitely more wobbly on this side, which is weird because this is my good side, my strong side. I guess one side is strong and one side is coordinated. This is not coordinated. Good, 15 seconds. After this, we've got our curtsies. Weight is optional. 3, 2, and 1. Good. This is our curtsy, alternating. Weight is optional. I'm holding it at my chest. 3, 2, 1. Good. Curtsy and curtsy. Remember, you can add that squat in the middle if you want to, or you can hold it in a half squat position the whole time. This adds a little more core, especially if we keep that belly button pulled in and our spine nice and neutral. Good, you're over halfway. Last one, and we're gonna go to the floor. Oh, my legs are shaking. Less than 15 seconds. Good, watch those knees so we don't want to turn. We just do a little cross. Smaller crosses are a little easier. 2, 1, good, set it down. Woohoo! All right, walk it around. Grab that drink. All right, so second round of core and chest. If you want to stay up and do the exercises we did the first round, go for it. If you want to come to the floor, that's where I'm going this time. So, option 1, push-ups. Option 2, the banded chest press. Option 3, chest presses on the floor. I am gonna do chest presses on the floor today. My shoulders are feeling decent, and I wanna keep them that way. So push-ups, wall, table, chair, floor, banded chest press where it's behind you when you push, or a regular chest press. 3, 2, 1, good. 1 minute, so we've got plenty of time. Plenty of time. So nice deep breath. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. That is the forceful spot. You want to exhale on the exertion. So exhale when you're pushing the weights up or the band out, or when you're pushing your body away from the floor if you're doing push-ups. Good, you had about 15 more seconds, and we're gonna go for crunches. Good, all right, set the weights down. You can hold on to a weight if you want to for your crunches, otherwise, we just crunch. 2 and 1, good. So always, option 1 is sitting in the chair and doing the lean back and the sit tall. If you're standing, you just do that standing crunch. Just make sure that no matter what we do, we're not cranking on our neck. You want your chin tucked a little bit like you're holding an apple, but it's not a crab apple. It's a good sized Honeycrisp. So just nice good crunches. Again, inhale on the relaxation, exhale on the forceful part, where you're using those muscles to lift. 15 seconds to go, and we're gonna hit our reverse crunches. Good. All right, reverse crunches. If you're sitting in the chair, you lean back, you hold on, and you lift those knees. If you're on the floor, knees bent, feet flat. Option 1, time is on. We just start with that little pelvic tilt. So we don't push through our heels. We just think about gently rounding our spine into the floor and then exhaling and relaxing just a little bit. Option 2 is you can actually do a little tuck where you actually lift those feet off of the floor and gently tap down. You decide how big or how small this movement is. We want to control it. We want to make sure that we're not coming up and then we just flop. We want to control it. So if it feels uncomfortable on your hips because you're landing pretty hard, control it. Make the movement a little smaller and a little slower. Good. You've got about 10 more seconds and we're going to go for our planks. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, awesome. All right, flipping over for our planks. Remember, take your time. We've got a minute. That's plenty of time. You'll get a good plank in. So your time's on. I'm on my knees and I'm just holding a really good plank. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tuck my toes under. I'm gonna hold my knee plank, and then I'm going to lift and do a toe plank, and then drop back down to a knee plank. And I'm just gonna repeat that. I'm just gonna lift toe plank and knee plank. And the only difference between a toe plank and a knee plank, position-wise, is your knees are either up or down. Nothing else changes. Your hand position stays the same, your foot position stays the same, as does your butt position. This is a good way to switch between one and the other. 10 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Short rest. And we're going to switch over into our side plank for 30 seconds. 2 and 1. Good. Nice, good side plank. Again, wall table chair. We're just going for 30 seconds. So these can be on your hands or on your elbows. So if your elbows feel more comfortable, go right ahead. But we want to try our best to not have the hand on the floor and our hips pushed back. We want to push those hips forwards and try to stay tall. 2, 1. Good. Switch to the other side. That little 10-second transition. 2 and 1. Good. So just a nice, good side plank. And remember, whatever position you're in, if you can't hold it for 30 seconds yet, it's okay. 10 seconds, 15 seconds, short rest, and then join back in again. So try to think about being on both knees to start and push those hips forwards. We don't want any creases in the front of our body. We're trying to get rid of our wrinkles. We'll just put ourselves in the dryer on tumble dry, right? Good. Bring it down. Short rest. All right. So short rest. We're going to stay upright for stretching since most of us are already in kind of an upright position. But just take a minute. Make sure your area is clear so that when we do our stretching, we don't accidentally run into anything. So we're going to start. Just come to a seated position. Or if you're upright, like in a chair or standing, we're going to sit in the chair and we're just going to do our hamstring stretch. So we're going to take our right leg out, nice and tall, and we're just going to gently fold forwards until we feel a stretch in our hamstrings. So if you're standing, you can do the sitting in the chair with your heel out, or you can do your heel stretch this way, or your ankle, your hamstring stretch this way. Yes? All right, good. We're gonna switch, go to the other side. Same thing. So when we do our stretch, try to make sure your toes are pointing up. Sometimes this one on me likes to rock out to the side. Nice, good stretch. So it's the exact same thing sitting down or even standing up. You just reach for your toes. Good. We're going to go ahead and bring it up to a cross-legged position or just a sitting or standing position. And we're going to reach for the sky, little side bend. If you're standing, you can do your hand on your hip if you want to, or you can reach for your knees. So one hand goes down, the other hand goes up. Good. Switch sides. Nice, good stretch. Good. We're going to bring it up to a half kneeling stance. If you are sitting, you're going to sit sideways in your chair for our hip stretch. If you are standing, you're going to come into that lunge position with our tucked pelvis. And we're just going to reach. So the goal is to reach up, elongate the front of the body. So you can be sitting in your chair and you're going to be in the exact same position. This leg will be hanging off the front of the chair. Or if you're in that up position, just a nice good lunge. Good, and we're gonna bring it down. We're gonna switch to the other side. So same thing, nice good half kneeling. We tuck our pelvis, gentle push forwards, palm in, reach for the sky. Shoulder is away from the ear, so we can lift using the front of our body, stretching from our knee all the way up to our fingertips. Good, we're gonna bring it down. Sitting, standing, kneeling, whatever works best for you. Belly button in, give yourself a nice good pat on the back. Try to keep the elbows in versus letting them go out to the side. Like we just brushed our hand through our hair and we're holding it back behind us. Good, we're gonna bring it down, shoulders away from the ears, reach for the back of the chair, or just reach like you're trying to reach for your heels without arching. So nice and tall, fingers are long. Oh my gosh, Shar, I love your leggings. They've got these really cool stripes on them. I love them. I want a pair. All right, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Good, ear to shoulder, opposite arm reaches for the floor. Open and close those fingers. Good, bring it up, other side, ear to shoulder, opposite arm reaches. Just open and close those fingers. Good, bring it up, look to the right. And look to the left. Good, center, big breath in, 2 of them. And out. Good, one more time, big breath. All right,